OKFM 101.7.
Lawyer Dennis Agyei Jumo. Hey, sorry, Lawyer Dennis Jumo. Na oye private legal practitioner. Na oye Kumasi ni. Na Kumasi tafo. Na yene ne jingo. Law me mwachi.
Kwame Mejoso.
Boko off die.
Adum bibi aboko.
Waye. No way. Maba wo nchen pa. Adanu bi. Wo rezi points bi ne research bi a waye. Ene niyama bi a wo hunu a militate against our economy. Say dollar to the city no kwa na ekofom. Ye di nkomo I think last year.
Yeah.
Emma wo rezi point bi se ba ko a ewo mu. Eye say ya makwan say Goro boys gawo fuo ne ade ensi se sika. Say ya makwan say niyama obia timi ko open market. No akwato dollar no say Chinese ni a wo konkrum. Profit repatriation ka ho but ba ko enu di nkomo eye forex bureau ni ade ne black market no ni ade wadawroma enkomo na sa babio na woni ye be che nimde sen
Kwame me da city. Se eba obi adwuma oye no kroma ni sikaton. Eno so ye adwuma. Enti se ukọ short road station a ebia meeting oni kwan. Obi adwuma obi hu so ahyehyɛ wo table se osesika into what the coins no 50 pesos no wa ye no bundle amount. One seed in why no bundle amount. Send be ya wo pay ye obese sa amount. So trot station. So kwa no wo kai bibisa.
yes
A best cedi a Roman currency a ye di any cedi ye ni dollar embremu no ye ni dollar ye ni
me ba jo emremu no Ghana dollar nye legal tender
enye legal tender and this wa hwe hu a almost yen hye say bank asa na be ye legal tender be ma receipt here you do okoji approve free Bank of Ghana ho tan emremu te and you can check with the hotels. But because Bank of Ghana ne regulators do no many private sector for your business no all the informal sectors they don't chase them. So we share the new real estate act. It requires answer ubeto dining bibiano. You have to buy all those things in the local currency. That's the new regulation. They are bad. So you see the best strong. Nama de be a young $1. Embrano ho. Na nisa if as a ye enforcing brana kamunin tino. Ubia ye de ope wo krum ha.
Mbajo mi bo sebia me be hotel.
Yes.
Hotel no me say $1,000 a night. Eti me de bejo kura me de abo in dollars. Wo ba me calculate cedi na ma wo dollar aba na maje. Eti amra.
And I'm sure say emra ma ho kwai you can speak with BOG money e nyina. So what they do is that those rates are supposed to be rates out be charge about what could buy a $2 hotel that.
O mbajo de bi me tia the ram.
Thank you. Because a Caribbean man who can say yes, so all these factors of lack of enforcement, and I'm an abasa. And he said, oh, share a year because a private uncle human, oh, can what can I say? Because on only pana was the man in $1. If your lecturer said the supplies are $20. Young for hotel industry, young for hotel, in example. I didn't know hotel charging $1. Kwame, yen this ankita mo free hotel yes dey
Say bia or your international hotel.
And I'm so international. I didn't say tulip golden tulip no. Okay. Any Kempinski na wo Bali emoni you know. Who could do one na omo charges here in the local currency. And na Ghana dey $100. The international hotel you are talking about, Kempinski or other jurisdictions, Radisson or other jurisdictions,
Sheraton,
they do Africa
Hilton,
now.
downtown Carlton.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that the typical example easy for most Ghanaians is to use the Dubai concept. I know do Dubai, you don't pay in dollar, that you pay in data.
Would you take care? You pay in lira.
Why?
okayfm.
So there are low-hanging fruits that the regulators can insist on and which can help us even buffer it. But the most important thing, the BA and say, a chroma do one say sebi we know illegal. You show we your police station chain. In the show you know mama no go say get to. And I'm go say ngrom no man no we. And kwanya sanity. But when it comes to the black market on the forex, Kwame, the truth of the matter, as we speak, they sell it next to a police station. They sell it next to a police station.
Baby, you said to do near police station away.
That's the original police headquarters.
Baby, a police for him say illegal.
Oh, Kwame.
You
Forest Bureau, remember, say Kwame. Yamani Yara who said, say, a cruma so person, oh, yeah, a Juma. Yamani say, for be in the Forest Bureau. Bank of Ghana, sorry, Biana instructions will be issued or the map Forest Bureau or the map banks. Kwame, Yamfa Forest Bureau, please. A cruma person start the business. Obe high dime 2 years in advance. Kwame, 2 years in advance, you pay location, Papa, you pay not less than 2,000 Ghana cedis. Baby, crown about $2. Never say $1,000 now cheer for a place in East Lagos, so also operating Forest Bureau. $1,000 is there around 10,000 Ghana. What did I make say? A month too. Nippani start here, Juman, or 1 year in advance, or 120,000 Ghana. Or 2 years in advance, or 240,000 Ghana. On start here, Juma. Ne rent in Kwa. Emre Ukruma say. Me in terms of charging rent, me charge will be more than 6 months. In terms of rental, me 2 years advance. But we have ignored it.
Now, Bakubia, Mengun Waha, a document I want to now send me operation of Forest Bureau. No person shall carry on any Forest Bureau business unless she is in possession of a valid Forex Bureau license. And now, are you going to buy some movie?
Never be almost a crown and me operate business. No, and the sad aspect of it, the Kwame, the Guru boys now you count myself. Don't one I Ghana for. So you have a major sector forex aspect of your currency being held in the hands of foreigners. Is that why we want to proceed as a country to do it? And idea you need to. And at the end of the day, the bank no come back. It's a scan forest now. Bank of Ghana be releasing in Fanya Juma, exporters in Fanya Juma. Ebeko banking said, "Me no cases is here. Kwame speak to traders omo fa frozen food siba, rice siba. They don't have forest to buy. The genuine business people do not have forest.
okayfm.
Kwame, just place a call to your friends in Temania. Omo fa number. Omo fa say omo suppliers near you. Omo here say obi near 100,000. Call bankers. So as we speak right now, obi near $500,000. A bank in between can have money. These are the realities, Kwame. And he say I'm paying kwani and Miss Uncle na de be a chain. So assembly back me I react to it because forex like all other demand and supply. And if there's more demand for it, there's little supply, the price, basic economics, the price will go up. Then we take our same. Anytime we import, we are importing poverty. Anytime we export, we are exporting poverty. Because in California, anytime I do piano, in terms of trading currency, a dollar. So almost all countries that do not produce and import, the poverty level is high. A country that produces, exports its poverty to other people. So if at the end of the day you're trading he imported almost everything to the extent that he imported paper. I have a friend said graphic from other countries near the Bakruma in terms of I say computer dumping place, piano, e-waste, and a bagana near you are importing poverty.
Ayi law obi atwa dwena gyina so sɛ yɛn so sɛ wɔkra nneɛma na de ba port a price duty no is quoted in dollars.
Okay. So who now, that's the point I'm making, sir. In terms of benchmarking values near you, who started this conversation? So I'm saying that it is not only the private person, because in all of this, the Enkemfua, yeah, Ankran cry, yeah, Jumano, and the show. But the state has a role to play. Bank of Ghana, can mean Bank of Ghana, come on your Bank of Ghana. Kwame, let's call the PR unit of the Bank of Ghana. The PR unit of the Bank of Ghana. Manin say with the NTR or Muntimi enforcement brand. Call the PRO for Ghana Police Service. Nebusane say I don't know when the men view Nagao $14 Call Airport Residential. Nebus original police commander no the these people who are Muntimi. Busa Yoko for who are in charge of illicit trading financial intelligence. Kwame said, "Wouldn't so be sending $100,000? Now account $100,000 in so never tomorrow to be free account to Kurma." Because Yoko's mandate is to justify how you came by the $100,000.
Hey, Mamusadi. What ko fa di yaba? Ghana ye wa ha gu obi adwuma wa ye. Zam yes wo iskani.
Yes.
Oh, was minim say elsewhere. IRS in the US. Ebeba bebusa say how do you come by this huge magnificent building? Oh, yes. Now I talk car worth of be about $1 million. Yet ya no. Yeah no enforcement of the law. And I near Juma, and now said, I have Busian some Yan or baby or Yan Sicadias.
No, Kwame, it's a mixture of social legal, but ransom and money city anti one. First of all, the real estate act near the Aban won't mean talk a dime with cash by law.
I'm
just saying the man or I'm man young real estate council for no but I'm saying to you, sir, under the new real estate act, you cannot buy a property in cash.
Hey, now then,
for the banking sector.
Okay, 101.6.
Wow.
Unless we want to ignore, and I'm saying to you, sir, in terms of this country, we have what we call the Anti-Money Laundering Act 2020, Act 1044. If you cannot prove the amount of money in your, it will be deemed as part of illegal, illicit trading, and the state can freeze it, or the state can seize it. So the law is there. So if the state wants to go about its business and enforce the law, but I'm just saying that the Kroman said, a bam rana, all of a sudden you ignore foreigners who are not blacks out of enforcement. What to say, Kruma? You acquire tax audit. A mining company, America a mining company, and your tax paying. What to be paying? What you want pennies and paying?
Da.
India Nina who imports sugar.
Huh?
You acquire tax audit for the show. I'm another graphic. I'm here can once.
Debbie.
If you look into this country, businessmen are here come once a Ghana.
Why is it so?
You should tell me. You are the
because
one in charge of the media. Why is it that
about
tax audit? And a businessman who decides to be politically exposed, politics. Only the fun wants Are you saying to me that all businessmen, especially the foreigners in this country, do not owe taxes?
The Indians, the Lebanese, the Chinese.
We have one company that almost collapsed about 5 banks in this country.
One company?
Yes, we know.
Importing
rice and this animal. It happened, but I'm just saying, sir, yes, so pan will come as a businessman issue bar, yes, so power will come.
Debbie.
Other than graphic, almost all the daily. I'm talking about the graphic. I'm using it in generic sense. So, my graphic a newspaper. I'm just saying, say, other than newspapers, a bus tax audit, when. Other than the Biagana phone corner, the
Hi.
the foreigners, will come at your own business on your tax paper. None of them are Kwame say, "What say? Yeah, Obia problem with Ghana. Big business they will come in now. So a Ghana near the newspapers will raise it up, will discuss the person week in week out. Indians will come at the tax paper. Because these people are repatriating the money to their countries.
$15.
But at least with the Ghanaian, the money will be spent here. It will spread the wealth among other people. So I'm just saying, when it comes to supply of IT equipment to Kuma, how many Ghanaian companies are at the moment? This is uncommon. If we want to make progress in this country, never having this forest, the wealth has to sit with Ghanaians, and there has to be a conscious effort on the part of the state. Say, in this year, we produce Ghanaian businessmen, we produce 10 million in terms of foreign currency businesses in Ghana. Is it possible, say, if you employ more people, reduce your taxes for you as a businessman? Is it possible? Because the way sometimes we go about this whole thing, you're very near Ghana for no. But in terms of who control the wealth of this country, any Ghana for Kwame, any Ghana, the basic commodities like sugar, like oil, like rice.
But law, Buamekakra, meaning Ghanaian business be of fair ya, you tree any sin so near year no one near the papers ya say no near good near co. Why?
Opinionica say, why is it that in the whole of the world, we are said to do an Africa, Adena Ghana, you are the highest number of slave forts and castles.
okayfm 101.7.
Forts
in
and
terms
castles.
of slave forts and castles in Africa, so the part of the West, no, it does appear.
Oh, any day
Ghana has the highest.
Bakwa, me year research kakra. Who's me na me work culture center research and then department, you know. Bakwa be mu say, what you krom ho na o fefe ni ade ade a wo me yire wo no ma kire no makoton wa mabrofo no. Abrofo na ma hinterlands ametoni pa. Wo makoton wo do mabrofo no. Enti abrofo no hu say aha no wo digwa e wo slave trade ni mu a ekopa we are our own enemies. No.
Yeah, so we need to, and I'm saying that we need to make a conscious effort, and that's more reason why at first there was a Ministry of National Orientation in Kane Kumasi area. Now, opinion be to say, Poko do ceremony you. Our back radio so show a money any a mamre area bia.
Papa no kwano create you.
Kono create, yes. Say Kumasi, which is the center of culture in Ghana. Let's check it. Prime time news. Prime time, and Koma Ekoso, Kumasi radio stations. About a month for our FM. Sabi, and Nioma, if you are some CSC, no, is any of the Tihonia can pay and this car say, now market centers in Aswa. You be up to market centers, no, into Munines 8 years, San Comono, yes, Sabi, and Namun Como, and Coma, you didn't come, you didn't come Belgium. It's yet classic SCS, our SM, no, you say, I can't already so. And then was some is ya.
Okay, 101.7 FM.
So the value, the point I'm making is that in terms of the Krumhano, we are no longer putting any premium on value. Sesabi, we and Ukraine for you make a choice in Ukraine, you be we and penny one sem. Say I'm making that conscious effort, and that's a model that China has realized. And she said, "Oh, what time? You know, so Kwame, websites don't go away, Kuma. Ghana has opened its gateway. Say every website in the world works in Ghana. Are you aware?
Yeah. But China or
China because the state controls its gateway. Okay, TikTok or China, the statistics has come out. TikTok or China say, the TikTok be more trend or China. Engineers, obi all invention, those are the geeks trend on TikTok in China. But in terms of the China algorithm, they have allowed the movie to trend in other countries. So, Kwame, if police decide, say, Ukruma say, they will not go anywhere, they should stick on Snapchat. A year and cry, Omuyis Castlemania $10 million, Akrabia Kotoka, Wakoye say, together with Ghana Revenue Authority. Now, a mayor, you a month for a year, what are they doing about it? What is NCA doing about it? What are the telcos doing about it?
I will send say, Obia creative bibia, no, the Didia tem, the dimpen, what them, who creative bibi, say, yeah, dear Usha, dear no so excuse me to say, dear Koso on any.
No, Kwame, that's what I'm saying.
By a bit to be a control.
Oh, it can be called Kwame. Are you aware, sir? If Momo say, say, internet, or Mom control the your head of IT, say, Obia and say YouTube, or office, I don't know Obia and YouTube. Are you aware?
Aye.
Because they have the capacity to block the ISP and the website through the settings that they will use for the internet. So
when one more TikTok, no, what started say, Ebia, me fan say, Odi ye, a German, some near the idea, Emma.
No, and I'm saying that it's possible we can have that conversation. On that, Ayana would download here in a time you have a challenge. But at least let the state take a position. Say, Sebi, if the state take a position, say, social media, we will invite you.
And now could
have the opportunity. Because we are aware, say, by operation of your newspaper, or printing newspaper, you have to go for a license.
Nancy Kraba, Kubiaba, or baby Rwanda, or yeah, indecent dressing. Or my jail in 2 years.
And also, but I'm just saying that.
Okay.
Rwanda has taken a position on its value system.
Mm-hmm.
Let Ghana take a position on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying this because they say, all our children unknown to us, okay, are having access to internet. They know that I always say that there's a category of people that can buy and they can use. Talk phone, say, don't want to use baby. Use into or back it one any phone him saying phone. So we need to look at it and have a discussion on the kind of content that we want our children to watch. Are you telling me, say, content they want Netflix, you want TV show, the same content they want Dubai, and at the same content they want Saudi Arabia?
No.
Content they want China.
No, one
penny. The answer is no. Then the state has a role to play.
Netflix for I understand certain Islamic countries be or movie be or you can't download it there.
Yes. So why is it free for everybody in Ghana? Are you telling me that Google China allows you to see everything that Google allows you to see in Ghana?
No.
So it means that if we engage these private companies and have a conversation with them, it's possible they can be able to set their settings and their artificial intelligence or the algorithm in such a way, say, and Nyoma Ghana should be ones that promoted. YouTube has set its algorithm, say, okay, I put you on its channel right now on YouTube. Now, YouTube system will block that video because you are abusing somebody's copyright. Come here, ask your IT people.
Yes, and they do. I'm a YouTube, I'm a block here because
very good. So it's
Facebook classes are.
So I'm saying that there's a need for us to improve the conversation. And Kwame, it's now time to call stakeholders. Any NC entrance, any Ministry for Culture and Religion entrance, because these are people who have been given the mandate by the president to implement the laws. The minister in charge of chieftaincy and culture, entrancy. The minister in charge of gender and children, entrancy. Let's have this conversation. Let's have a national stakeholder. Do we want everything to show in Ghana? Let us speak with police people in this country. And the police people know they have a whole unit. I don't know, police for attention. And to say, if it's not say Obia Korea there, Okobia Korea there, but any offense that seeks to bring down the morality of the country, and the police won't find one. And for that matter, what is interesting about it is that those ones, the evidence is visible. It's not funny. Nipana na trying to naked, and they are to the wall. Nipana na ebo ashawo.
okayfm
Online.
101.7.
Police will not ignore. Police people have seen young girls who drive cars every week, almost the cars, no. But businessman no go $10,000 at an account to man. The police is all active about it.
Me ba jo me bo. Say ebia police no. Agyei, what drive a car way? Obi kura to me ba social media. Me. All of a sudden was so a estate developer. We sit down here mansions and any other dem. Ese ka post phone come and na say ebia ye come yoko fo come and na financial wa come ekwere the city on.
Kwame Emrano, all that I'm saying is that we should not make it seem say we are targeting people. What did I make sense? But I'm saying that the power is there. But in all of it, we should not allow certain people some better pressure because of quote unquote illicit activities that they are doing. Otherwise, I'm saying the kids now have access to these things and they are watching it privately. It's getting into their head. People are being cyberbullied. So any country in terms of its future is paying attention to the kind of information that is being consumed by its people. So who is paying attention to the kind of information that people are consuming it?
Law, are things falling apart?
Somebody is not a media person. The state cannot regulate the entire social media landscape. The state cannot. No one no power. Police will invite you. Apart from the police inviting you, your institution can have sanctions from the NCA or National Media Commission will call upon you. I'm saying that a social media that is fed onto the Ghanaian landscape, I feed onto it now. What are we doing on it? Because for me, if the state is not paying attention to its value, it's garbage in, garbage out. We should not expect the children to say, Akrani be buadie because Penina or Tion 7, he did not give any benefit for Accra or buadie. So we can have that conversation, but I'm saying that I'm come away, you know. A young command or go forward, I should hear. So I didn't say, gay no man, you near Brehon said, you see a gay this animal. Kwame, if you don't control your gateway, forget about it. The gay websites work in Ghana.
Enti when say gay website no say ni ehuna enya tan enti ke bet be control.
Kwame, that's what I'm saying, that the law is one way of trying to kill the mischief, okay? But I'm saying that in terms of what we have to pay attention to, law there ya passing be new laws again. We should enforce the law that is there, and this time round, if we are when it comes to, you have moved from business and you have put the conversation to international gateway, Kwame, I'm just saying that in terms of the values of this country, the depreciation of our values is being caused, more damage is being caused by our social media because of lack of control. I'm not saying that the government should step in and block everything, but I'm saying that people go off the line, which ordinary sense of it, if the Nippon physically you be holding liable, or on the cyberspace, the same person should be held liable. So, Kwame, that's the conversation we need to have. Kwame, and this conversation will book phone as we speak. Kwame, you know the things your son or your child is watching on it. What is the state? Why are ISPs allowed every single website to work in Ghana? Why? Come in, you should ask them. You should call them. They are the stakeholders. Let's have those conversations. So we decide to pay attention to that. The state has a duty in terms of the kind of information that its members will have a look at, especially those that are detrimental and affect the psychology of its children.
Yes, or free one ministry to the other.
And at the end of the day, no, the Oma fans in discussing your brain mujeni a year juma.
Are you airport, Kumasi airport? One will say the cost war. Oh, say lawyer Dennis.
I'm just saying that this is the thing that we are take gradually. Ask businessmen. Most businessmen do not want to expand, okay? Not because they don't have resources to expand, but because nukredie asa e wo manini.
Oh.
So Kwame, let's have the conversation. Why is it that every major project in Okroma, all the titles are Togolese? Why?
Okay, 101.7
Your POP, Togolese.
Yes.
Why?
Ebi omo nimi you.
Kwame, apart from you may be obenya Ghana ni onimi, but the attitude.
Ghana ni man onye, me pa cho onye. Kwame,
akoja go motiwo ho. Buso a man omo ho no, frustration with their same stress. Buso omo.
Me pam a kaftana. Nessa Nigeria ni be pam mama Nigeria ni pam. Hwe ayi mi wo guy bi e wo Nigeria.
Kwame, listen. Asema o kan is here no. Anytime you give work to an outsider, you have taken food from the plate of the Ghanaian.
But Ghana ni wonye. Me de kwa dia wo be se wonye.
Sebe Ghana ni na onye no sebe. Onye no. Oye Ghana ni oye oba sebe unto ne ntwene. E kwan ben so. Ana da Ghana ni na tu kwan kwa abuchira, otimi koye adwumaden. It's about the psyche.
The psyche.
How are we going to put things in place to make sure that these are principles that we teach our children? It's not just about the books, but the tenacity, the character. Kwame, you may be you sunu on the street. But yes, Kumasi any ding win. But I quite very soon as because our children are more in school now, our children spend more than 80% in education institutions. A quite very soon all those principles. Ghana has a good branding. However, the value system, the inertia, so the Juma Magana and you're obeying in term amount. I mean, just ask people. The almost frustration with carpenters, almost frustration with tailors. Don't go far. And I'm saying that if we do not fix that, Ghanaian before projects and your well we should be one okayan. Obefa Nigerian man up man, but anytime you do a human be Nigerian in, can't be able to be Ghana, but because of the frustration you have had with the Ghanaian, or the man Nigerian. But I mean, yes, mind. So we need to make we need to make how are we going to ensure that you tell a phobia in the crama ye no ni mamu. Send a beya oba or giren anazo niaba could tell anyone. If me be pina or woman. Or the problem neighbors if you don't know is a teller now for Natari and you. Come, that's a conversation we need to have some other time. And we need to ask the Ministry of Education.
That maybe, sir, me de my dear the fellow Ghanaian. Guy beer na all year kitchen cabinet. Amami. That guy made an akrabatu problem. Me anwa mebo me anwa me ya ayina mede ne ma no wuri so obagi mi sika no 5 months in me friend Ronva.
Enti Kwame ni
wabagi 10,000 over 10,000 wo me friend Ronva. Eti we na me nya bia na se ni togo ni bi be ya mame a efo me ye mame sei.
Kwame, I get the point you're making. Just out of frustration, but I'm saying, sir, there is a problem with that Ghanaian, no. When it's team in our gym, the problem did not start from a carpenter. The problem might have started from his childhood. And going about his attitude towards his pay man, a Juma will feel in them. And that's more reason was our pioneer into a bed in a macroon. But I'm saying, sir, if we and can we say nipa na believe that carpenter ni na wan be you adwuma no or on crash na se enti suban be no de kire ne nkora no or jire wo ma suban be no de, so it might be a simple problem so am be you intem, but if you sit down to do a social psychology on that carpenter, you get to know the problem. And I'm saying that in this country, you move social welfare for,
101.7 FM.
you move psychologists for. At the end of the day, we say about custody of children, and manages a FAA social welfare report, social inquiry report. In any country, it's a country need Jane, it's man for and development. There are two psychologists at JJM, there are two social welfare at JJM. Any policy, you see a draft TBR, you see how this policy will have an impact on the children. Because if we do not help develop the brain of our children, Kwame, it couldn't be pass. Because Kwame, some of them in channel, Sebi, obi ain't mean so Koran move in chantro. Tell me, son, obi to me, and friend, and I know someone for obi to me, akunyaso, and cancema enim. I'm saying that same principle, a quite personal, can we use our culture? Can we use all those things to shape our mentality?
okayfm.
Kwame, kasa bi wo ha. Based on kasa mo kan on radio so, there's a lingua franca ayeka. It tells you, say, you have mileage, you have impact. And you know maybe how bekan. E bia me ma won me no nyaage so ko kan asa wo e. And you maybe wa e demo kasa yen kan obama so yen kan radio so. Because o kan nipa bebre tie. To the extent say asema wo Kwame wo bekan on law no. Me na be catch me ko catch me na say no kram na ka jesu jajajaja lawyer wo de so ya akra. Ya kan okayfm Kwame Nkrumah. It tells you that Kwame has a huge mileage. So I'm saying that a minor yan classic, I'm fair needy, I'm my culture, I'm fair needy, I'm my social welfare, and the state take a conscious decision. Say a quiet in a way, ube a carpenter ukruma, say these are the timelines. As an abe carpenter, there's a license regime, there's this. Kwame, are you aware, say, ukruma biano? A bar hospital, public service biana, say, Sebi, one floor bia, you cannot be able to get it quickly. Oko hospital. Now here ben when doctor be a friend into be near Juma. Oko baby, open password, so through. Any country that you have to call somebody for his public service to work, it tells you that it's a problem. And we need to make time and fix it, Kwame. Kwame, we can have that conversation, but conversation is also. But I think in all of it, by a value system there, I don't think the state has to. Okay, state presenting a budget biana. We are thinking of road the fiscal infrastructure. The state does not tell us. So buy a values. The state has taken this decision. Say have this impact. There's nothing like that in the budget. There's no statement on the values of this country in the budget presented by all the governments that has come so far. Pick a budget. All our attention is on physical infrastructure. Yes, it's school dying. Yes, see. But when it comes to what are we going to do to instill in our people the sense of pride? Kwame, are you aware, say, Kruma is here? You're manning to me in Ketri Kasa. And I say, what are we doing about it? Speak to the minister for Greater Accra.
But what guys to say? Problem about can primary school in Saitonia Trago don't speak vernacular.
So and I make say,
and a society they say I won't come before Obi adwin you said that bro nim nyansampo.
And I'm say, why the man yes sir? These are things that the colonial government insisted upon us. What have we done? Coming. That's what I'm saying that budget na be ready and I said the policy, the value policy of this country, anything. If the country is conscious and me training doctors, there's a way to arrange this curriculum to train doctors. If the country says I'm training engineers, there's a way to arrange to produce engineers. But yes, obi doctor. We live in a country where when it even comes to nurses, need doctors near you now. What is the special incentive that the man for in Krasia housemanship? Incentive anything. Let's have that discussion. Say me a lawyer ni. Come here, are you aware that about 70% of lawyers, okay, are in Greater Accra region.
70%.
Over 70%. Yes, all of us are here. Because the structure of your economy, all your business headquarters is in Greater Accra. And to me, lawyer, Forestry Commission, I'm present in Kumasi. And kind, because the headquarters of Forestry Commission is in Greater Accra. Minerals Commission, me person me adwuma wo Sunyane ana Agyei, all your headquarters have been centered in Greater Accra. Into obi apeso ba Accra. Before you get promotion in your workplace, one be fa Accra unya promotion. These are the conversations we need to use the data to speak of.
Wow.
I'm saying that if Ministry of Finance, and remember that the Ministry of Finance presents its budget, before you can spend out of any money in Ghana, it has to be find itself in the budget through the Appropriation
Act. And yes, appropriated accordingly.
Appropriation Act, Kwame, look at the Appropriation Act. Nothing of it is done towards the software of the country. The software of the country, the brain of the people. Our attention is on the hardware of the country. Yensi school down. Yenye road. Sebi, driver now or driver will acquire sono. Who or no, kuteni panen kwano. Na ajine woni trim no. What have we done about it? And to your crime driver na kwine daswa. Or see on timima kwine na nim. Not the speed the faso. Because you have not worked on the software of the driver. You have only done the hardware of the driver. You have given him a good road. You have given him a good car. But nipana jine then it trim no. You have not allowed him to know that sebi machine or use machine can have a problem. In terms of even how drivers talk, there are certain people when they talk, oko a hotel beer, the workers have been trained. Omusia or mbechia. It's a conscious effort. You say the nipan the pensia. Your son is who pay nachia, who do be machia. To the extent of your paying no do on one chia, crana, be and question, and crana, a cranny. Because the value of the Ghanaian now meaning from Kumasi and say, said, who are baby achia, we are paying crachia crow. Now, we can call no one chia crow. Now, the Busa crown, question our crown and fear and Casa cranny mwadi. Kwame, what have we done about it? And Sia crown, if you check all the hotels here, if you go to most hotels who are doing hospitality here, your proper now you're a visitor in the hotel, who's will be Chinese will bow to you.
Ayi obi kwase me musa question bi se makraka ena me di bedruye me bedruye no Agyei ama me duty of be about 60,000 me so me ni Agyei mo my address ka ne paper kura betimi adwago na me tia 40 na mo spread 20,000 say there bi ne code demorage na ye de am obi ato no be about 25,000 sa nyansa be ni
Come the way you are one. But at the end of the day, no, it can't be see the disguise here. Say Ghana need Ghana need. Ghana need because of the software and then it seems so none can opportunity and get 40,000 in mana. On between 20,000 in Tino. Some the mawa also obey our Ghana need because we should really Ghana for. Also between in sign into me farm out.
Na me dey turn for amobi.
That's what I'm saying, that at the end of the day, it is not just about the implementation, it's not about the law being there. But we need to have the bigger conversation. Say, Sabi baby, Nipan obetoy and Kwame. Nipan de koy and Sabi and baby or take. Nipan and no careful. If for instance, if you like talk to GR4 no in such a way so we didn't cram man, as a bank's brand, so we didn't cram man. Omo arrange you businessman, omo arrange you loan man, they have to rearrange it. Who didn't cry? The most of the people who are bankers, businessmen who didn't cry, any amount of loans do now. But a bit people now need to cry. And you will chroma a poor bonquan or tell your DNA sika. But because we value the physical infrastructure, what I say, now you value the software. So we are all interested in hardware, car or team. But nipa had no data kind of here. So Kwame, we need to have a bigger conversation.
No, and me pebra near to realize it. Na ya ma that consciousness no aba na yet be din komo e bia ye kan kwankrofo na efra me ma me feedback say e enkomo conversation a eni se eye one day ho ho na nyabra ne nyina ya pe bibia eye national discourse a be boa ya ma etumi etu anamo because it seems eniema enko yesie wi na afiro se den ana ya rekindle your spirit na ya kaka ye ho so e wo niema bibire ho
go me that CP, but as I said, no. Say, if the FM stations do like yourself, do not set the agenda for yourself, but you allow newspapers to set the agenda for you, because the Chrome Hano, paper for and a chro, Namakari. And the answer it has been in terms of the psyche of the nation, no. And newspapers and they shape the direction of this country. So is it possible for us to start this conversation? Say no, newspaper review, but also 2 or 3 years on change, and then what topic I'm discussing. Then discussing topic and newspaper.
Oh, but normally we tie sir.
No, I'm just saying, say, I'm talking about the sense of direction as a radio station.
Okay.
It's not only you, the landscape.
The media landscape
of radio stations. The discussion has been shaped by the content of newspapers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying, because newspaper form and discuss a Jamaican conversation that happens on TV during afternoon programming, and no yanka. But if all newspapers start to write about this phenomenon, what you say, say we are kete, our for abetna na said be a fa ebi bobi masum e radio station.
I saw that you know.
Ebi muka enemu asem ewia kataban. Na assembly no aye in charge of the market no. In terms of market communication no, ejom market communication, ejom speakers na esi ho no. Assembly DJ na o no. What you say, market DJ no or the ato sa FM station ho enti ewia no. And some of you money in a you be our sema sebi. As an Kebusia, etnasecano, as a sorry etnasecan, as a penny for transecano. Yet the abetna radio station near catching radio for Nakata, the Embra Facebook near Meshe. And Tibebi no time common course we are, you say, with our yes, our yeno, the bit near Genepi. Because the internet never forgets. And Tisebi Ubeka Sebi. Obi maame die na ne maame ase sebe esensem basa it stays on there forever. Do you know the stigma on the child and crown mo aware you kwame do you know the stigma say ekroma obi anim se sebe o maame na se bon. Do you know the stigma on the child say bia because at the end of the radio station no e discuss empanimfo na ewo mu no na enkra na ewo aware na se no akwa ne benyi no ko obeko YouTube akọche because ankra no generation no kwa the internet be more obeko radio station TV station akọche mo hu se ne maame ne papa ena ne papa e ka kire ne maame se sebe ne maame e gentle na tutu ni ana ne sebe ne papa sebe ne be ma ti see ye discussing ezia e wo Kumasi the center of our culture. Kwame, I don't think say bibi say it's now because another radio station you can say can once. Also, I can't want them. As a National Media Commission should also deal with such of these matters.
Law, you better ask me, Jam Wakayagma.
But as it be, it's also, but I mean, as I told you, I can't answer me now. Akaka, especially if free Kumasi be power and crying.
Aye. Better say, no pay.
No problem.
Mr. Say, Lawyer Dennis Jumo. And I know attributing common.
OKFM 101.7.